Hello everybody and welcome back to Joe and Al Learn Kerbal Space Program.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Al, and we are back, baby, with Space Shark. Space Shark is going home to the water planet, whose name I've forgotten.
I have the cons. I will be looking that up.
Okay, now, despite the fact that we have Space Shark out on the launch pad right now, this is probably...
That was for you, dear viewer. Laythe.
Laythe, yes. We're going to Laythe. We do need to actually take him back into the assembly building.
Tweak him a bit, because...
And get him built up. Right, because here's what we're going to have to do. We have to land him on Laythe. So, we have to think about... Like, currently, we have him set up with these nuclear engines to power him around the galaxy.
Those are fast, right? Don't those go really fast?
They do not, but they are efficient. And so that is a good way to get to Laythe. Once we get to Laythe, though, we're going to have to figure out how to deorbit safely without burning up. And I'm envisioning a lot of possible non-powered solutions like drogue chutes and those interesting inflatable whatchamacallit, heat shields. We're gonna have to try some different stuff.
Alright, to get from the surface of Kerbin to the surface of Laythe would be 7,400 delta V.
Okay.
To apply that to Space Shark.
Okay.
From the low orbit of the moon to the surface of... Wait, am I doing this right? Low orbit to surface is 2720.
So currently, is this our... If we have got this set up as our... If I mess with this, what does this do to the... So what's our delta V now?
It looks like 1086.
1 delta V or 1,000 delta V?
1,000 delta V in a vacuum.
Okay. And you said how much to get from orbit of Mun to orbit of Laythe?
The actual 2720.
Okay. Now, we are currently set up with this as a cargo type ship, but we can easily yoink these guys off and put on some fuel tanks in the same kind of shape. Liquid fuel, here it is. This is what we want. That's not how we want it, though.
Why not?
Because it's not lined up.
Oh.
Now, we took off 2 of those, and now we're back with just fuel, and that takes us to 1.7 delta V. Not enough!
So the nuclear engines take liquid fuel. That's it? I forget.
Yeah, that's all they take, is liquid fuel. Now these are super efficient too.
Yep.
Now, we could
You know, we're carrying these up empty.
What do you mean empty?
Well, we're gonna fill these up at the space station, right?
That's a good point, but like it doesn't like they're gonna be full at the space station.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can add more, since they'll be empty on takeoff from Kerbin.
Or at least they don't have to be full. So you want to have a... I don't want to mess up the aesthetic of Space Shark too bad.
I understand that, but that's not too bad. We're up to 1.9.
Look at how long he is now.
Already running into trouble.
We can put like some booster stuff on too. It doesn't have to be... Like, we can have multiple stages of Space Shark. He can complete the journey like this.
Well, no, he can't.
What do you mean why not? Why can't he?
What do you mean why not? What'd you do to him?
I want to get back I was just trying to get him back to where he was.
You murdered Space Shark. Because he doesn't have if we get up there and he's full, he can't get from low orbit of the Mun to Laythe.
No, I'm saying like we can stick other stuff on the outside of him.
Yes.
Where he can have enough fuel to get there. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like how he's biting his thrusters.
No. Don't forget, we also have to dock.
Yep. I was just about to say that. First, we have to get into orbit of Kerbin. Then we have to fly to the space station. Then we have to dock with the space... Rendezvous and dock with the space station.
Is that number that you're quoting me, by the way, to Laythe, is that the number to land on Laythe or the number to get to the orbit of Laythe?
Land.
What is the number to get to the orbit of Laythe?
2720.
Still too high, huh? Yowza. Should we go ahead and put these on and then think about adding the fuel tank sort of around that?
No, because those are leaving, right?
No, but I mean, like, we can add the fuel tank sort of up here on Space Shark.
Yeah, but we got to make sure it's got enough fuel to get to Laythe from the Mun.
Well, we can take these off later. I'm just saying, like, if we can strap these things on like little floaties for our shark in between here, then we can pull these back off.
You're worried about space.
Yeah,
we can always
yeah.
add more girders. I mean, physics are...
Physics are... What was the end of that sentence going to be? Physics
aren't a big concern
not important
here, Albert.
All right, so now he's got his little floaties.
How much delta V does that give?
Let's see what that does for us.
How is that not changing? That is
I
not
don't know.
changed.
Maybe it's because maybe we need a fuel line.
Oh, good.
That didn't change.
Oh, it's because they're decoupling before the engine fires. The floaties are decoupling with the other stuff.
Oh, it takes that into account? Okay. 2669?
Oh, we're 100 and something. 2720 is the goal.
Now this is the lazy man's version of that, right?
Of what?
It's like this
know.
calculation is the
It's
calculation
lazy because
for
you don't have to
people who
like
are bad at
use
it.
a chart and do math.
2925. That gets us there.
Go. Okay, we can empty those though, so we don't have to get those off of Kerbin.
Correct. How much fuel do you think we have in our refueling station?
We can see. We may have to make another run.
So we have like 3,000 fuel.
Right. What do we need?
We need to fill 2 5,000 size liquid fuel things.
Well, we have to do the thing.
What thing? The thing where we go down and dock again?
Yeah.
Get latched. There we go. We don't have enough delta V to get this thing where we want it to go.
Stack tricoupler. Yes.
That seems like a big problem to me.
With everything filled up?
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you measuring it in a vacuum or from Kerbin?
In a vacuum, the delta V is 7,000. Guys, we don't need these tanks. You made me go all the way to the Mun and fly the stupid.
We still need to refuel in space. We have barely.
Are
any
you
fuel
sure?
There. If we don't, then we don't need the space station.
How much delta V does it take to get from Kerbal orbit, low Kerbal orbit to?
We're not in low Kerbal orbit.
Not yet. We have other stuff to stick on this though.
Did you want to just surface to surface?
Yeah. Just tell me what the number. Well, no. Tell me what, because we're gonna use these guys to get to space. But
what do you want to know? Low orbit to surface. Low orbit around Kerbin to the surface of Laythe requires 3320.
So we've got that like in the bag. Is what you're telling me. We do not need.
I guess
the space station.
Good luck getting it into orbit.
So to get into orbit, let's disable these guys. All right, that one's thrust limited. So now we want to turn on atmospheric. That gives us 4,173 delta V in Atmo with these engines.
Yes.
Does that get us into orbit?
Yes.
So we're good. All we got to do is figure out how to land.
All right, go.
So we got to figure out heat shielding stuff.
There's something really weird about the math you just did, but okay. I'm giving you the numbers you want. Low orbit of Kerbin to the surface of Laythe, you need 3320.
Right?
Okay.
We have 7,000.
I don't know why you're doing this in such a weird manner. Why not just take from the surface of Kerbin to the surface of Laythe?
Because we can't get a single number with the amount of delta V that we have. So these guys, like, the delta, this total in atmosphere, which is where we're going to have to launch from, is 5,000 delta V.
No, in Atmo, it's 917. Also, you can do it by... Yeah,
no?
If you stage correctly...
In atmosphere, I'm sorry, in vacuum, it's 12,000.
In vacuum, yes.
In Atmo, it's 5,000.
That's the eventual max.
No.
Yes.
That's at altitude 0.0 kilometers.
Starting at 0.0, yes.
If I ramp this up to 70, it doesn't do that math for you. It doesn't calculate the curve.
I'm so confused. Okay.
We're going to be using these engines in Atmo. Now, we're going to just take the 0 kilometer thrust readout, despite the fact that it will get more efficient as we go up. So I wanted to have these turned on with these guys turned off to figure out how much thrust we needed to get into orbit. And then once we're in orbit, I was able to have these guys taken off, toggle atmospheric off, and see how much thrust we needed to get to Laythe.
Okay.
Because it's not calculating the whole arc of the flight, because it couldn't possibly know what arc you were going to take. Now we need to get some heat shields and figure out where to stick them on this thing. It doesn't like to just go on the outside. Can we just dive this thing into the atmosphere? Like straight down?
What?
So here's what I'm thinking, okay? This is just a...
I want my name taken off of this project.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to and Al Learn Kerbal Space Program. We're gonna take this. All right, so this is the tongue. We can eject this later. We are going to put on... Where'd the heat stuff go? This guy. Right here.
What?
But this guy will open up to be 10 meters wide.
All right.
So imagine this, all right? These bad boys open up and like we just plow through the atmosphere. We open one, then we open the next one.
I just want you to
and
launch.
By the time we're like that far in, then we can open our other chutes.
Yeah, I think you should reshare your screen and launch.
I'm not ready to launch yet.
What do you mean?
A ton more problems to figure out.
Like what?
Like piloting?
Oh. Well, yeah, there's that.
Like we don't have a satellite network up at Laythe.
No.
So we have to probably send a man.
Yep, you have to have a person on board.
I don't...
Who's willing to die with his ship.
There's inflate heat shield, so we can have an action group for that. Let's just go ahead and launch and see what happens.
I'm excited. Space Shark is going home.
Wait, Space Shark is not going home.
What do you mean?
We're not actually doing anything yet.
He's going home.
All right, hitting 9.
That's so ridiculous.
They're also backwards. We're supposed to go the other way, I think.
I don't know. I have no idea.
So he's gonna He's gonna fly into orbit. Oh, they jettisoned. That's fine. Ah! Okay. No, don't load save, please. Revert flight. Revert to vehicle assembly. We gotta flip this thing over. That'll definitely protect us.
Yes. Now you gotta put a guide somewhere in here, and we're done.
You are in such a hurry to get for me to mess this up.
We're coming up on like time. I want to see this thing go.
Okay. I don't know if this is gonna be the actual flight. We might need to.
Really? We might have to revert.
I was thinking we should like take off with the like the heat shield deployed, and see how well it works to protect us. No? Cool.
That just seems like the weirdest.
Where are we putting our pilot at?
Dude, I don't know. Can we make one of the middle chunks a pilot thing?
Possibly. So let's
put him in a cargo container? We never really used the cargo containers.
He needs to be in a pilotable, so command and control. No, not that one. Sorry. He needs to be in a pod of some kind. Okay, so this is gonna go there. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. No. We're gonna need a decoupler for this thing, so he doesn't look like an idiot when he's there.
Right.
We wouldn't want Space Shark to look dumb. We're gonna have to get like all of these.
Boom. It's perfect.
It's not perfect. Haven't even messed with the staging yet. Auto strut. Oh right, root part. Yeah. This one, auto strut. Grandparent part.
I understand everything that's happening and follow this point by point and totally get.
He's gonna have
everything.
the.
I have my champagne ready, and Space Shark is going home.
Are you ready for some football?
I could not be more ready for some football. Away we go. There goes the heat shield.
Why did they deploy? Why? Hold on. I think they must be part of the. I think what happened was I was messing around with the actions, and yeah, stage 1 has inflate heat shield. Are you ready for this?
All right, let's go.
And we don't want to overdo it. We're just essentially going straight up.
Yep.
This almost looks like it's towing him. It's like in some shark movie where they've sedated the shark and they're pulling it back to shore, but it will wake up.
And eat the scientists.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Space Shark is a-flying. I really hope this is sufficient to get us where we want to go.
I think you can decouple something? I don't know.
Oh, I forgot to launch those guys off. That'll save us some fuel. We have, I think we have like a kind of an asparagus stage where these guys are higher priority than this, so these will run out sooner, I think. Oh, I didn't want to go that way.
Oh, doctor.
We are still not in high atmo.
Correct. Hi guys, I'm Space Shark here.
Hi guys, Space Shark. I'm trying to figure out. I forget which direction I go into orbit. Is it this way or? I don't remember.
What do you mean?
I actually don't remember which direction I need to go into orbit.
D, right? What do you mean direction? Why does that matter?
I guess it doesn't in this case, really?
Why would it matter before this? In other cases, what case would it matter?
You would want to go. You want to go in the like. We're traveling this way. We wanted to be going that way.
You go out over C usually. That's the standard way to go.
So So we wanted to be going towards the 90. We're going towards 180 though. That's just.
That's how Space Shark rolls.
I guess. Whoa! Here we are, doing something different. We're just gonna be in a wonky orbit, Space Shark.
Maybe it's perfect for Laythe.
Probably not. I'm sure changing direction here, though, was an excellent choice. Oh, we are so far out of atmosphere on our apoapsis. 98,000, we're fine. Gonna lock to prograde. Italy's
like... a lot of control wheels on this? I bet there are.
There's a few. But it's a big old thing.
We're in space.
Are we? Oh, I guess we are. Alright, well, let's just circularize. Time to apoapsis is a minute. That's tricky.
What?
I don't know how long it'll take us to circularize. I guess I can aim sort of more towards the horizon and not... I don't want to gain a lot of altitude here.
This is true. You can actually aim below the horizon. This whack-ass orbit that we're heading towards.
Ah! Stupid!
What's happening?
I had it on lock to prograde for some reason.
Was you gonna lock to prograde earlier? I think you did.
Yeah, apparently.
You said it out loud and said, I'm gonna lock to prograde now.
Yeah, well, I forgot.
It was like 6 seconds ago. Here we are in orbit.
Are we? We're not in orbit yet.
No, we're not. Here we are in orbit. That was interesting. What was that?
Was me kicking those off? They were done? Those tanks were empty?
Oh. Here we are in orbit.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Oh, I forgot to... Where's the kickoff?
Way at the top, for some reason.
Woo! That's fine. I think we need to redo this, Joe.
It's almost like you don't have enough delta V to get into orbit.
I didn't even go anywhere near the right direction or, like, make a turn or anything.
But it doesn't calculate for the turn.
How would it... there is no orbit if you don't have a turn.
That's what you said to me.
No, I said it doesn't calculate for the change in atmospheric pressure.
Alright.
We can definitely get into orbit, though, with this.
Here we go. Heading to orbit.
I said definitely. And I meant, like, most likely. Given enough time...
Orbit's kicking around right now. Here we are.
So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna see what happens with these heat shields.
In orbit, rockin' and a rollin'. Ka-chunk! Ah, come at me, heat. Good. LB inside is enjoying his trip.
Here we go. Yeah, heating up. So this was all an experiment to just see how this would work. Now this guy is a little bit out of the...
I like how it's actually rendering that. You have a little bit of heat.
Everything else is fine, though. Oh, no! No! Drogue shoot, save me! Drogue shoots, where are you?
Wait, that is overheating. Never mind.
Oh no! Drogue shoots! Drogue shoots, why?
Because they're red, they won't do the thing. However, he lost some fins, but he might make it. You only have a couple thousand more feet.
Why, the drogue chute should be good to pop now.
It's on fire! I'm sorry, you actually have to lose a lot of meters per second. But that's happening too.
Okay. Here we go.
And drogue chutes are yellow.
There they go, yeah. Alright. Now flip me around, drogue chutes. Oh, that's gonna great. These guys are amazingly resilient, I have to say. I should put some on the back too.
Maybe, yeah. Alright, Space Shark.
Space Shark, everybody. Yes, definitely in orbit. His poor tongue.
They actually shoots too?
I don't fight on hell, how did that? I think not.
Can't we jettison them?
We could, but they're killing a bunch of speed, so I'm sort of liking what they're doing. We could put some heat control stuff on here as well.
Oh yeah.
You don't like that idea?
I'm still back at the Delta V, needed to get to Laythe, and you're yelling at me about things.
Per chunk.
Woo! Where are those heat shields?
I kicked him off.
I know, where are they though? Let's see if they're flying around.
Oh, they're up there.
And Space Shark lands. Well, he's slowing down. Nope, he's gonna be coming in at a nice 24 meters per second. Is that enough?
Oh. It's enough for, like, him, Italy, to survive.
Yes.
We also don't know what the atmosphere of Elo is like.
No, we don't.
Bonk! Free Willy!
I'm really hoping one of those heat shields lands on the thing and destroys it. But I don't think that'll happen.
It seems very unlikely. Well, that was a test flight of Space Shark for Lilu. There's a few refinements that we have to make. I think we are kind of close. Despite Joe's lack of faith.
I don't understand. I told you the Delta V you needed and you just yelled at me.
You refuse to accept the fact that my calculations are correct. I'm not. This is not even a conversation. You're just like, I told you.
Yeah. I don't understand. Yes, I told you.
Yeah, but you were wrong.
No, I wasn't. Did you get into orbit?
You said you need 3,300 Delta V. I will get into orbit next time.
Because your Delta V was. I don't understand.
That's not a good catchphrase. You need to focus group and get a different one.
What the heck? I don't understand.
We have 5,000 Delta V, or 4,000 some with just the boosters. That's enough to get into orbit, right? That's what you told me.
You did. I don't think you did have that.
I don't care what you think. I did have it.
I don't understand.
5,861 Delta V.
I gotta have to put glasses on. In a vacuum.
No, in Atmo.
Yes.
Atmo's clicked here. You want in a vacuum? Then it's 11,000. No, you can't go to orbit of Kerbin in a vacuum. That doesn't make sense. Kerbin has an atmosphere. You told me the calculations of the Delta V you needed in a vacuum to get into the orbit of Kerbin. Why would anybody figure that out? Are we expecting some calamity where Kerbin no longer has an atmosphere? Hey guys, Albert here. Thanks for checking out our video. If you like the videos that we make, you should check us out over on patreon.com where you can help support the stuff that we do. Consider clicking that little P and becoming a patron. Thank you.